guys, it's Danica. Let's begin our practice today in Sukhasana, sitting with the legs crossed. And we'll start by bowing our chin in towards our chest, hands at heart center. Invite a full deep breath in through your nose. And sigh out through your mouth. Allow yourself to sink down through your base. Shoulders melt away from the ears. But feel that strong center, strong foundation through your spine, allowing you to sit up tall with that sense of energy running through the body. Let's allow today's practice to be very nurturing, very deep and honest. Listen to your breath, and we'll move with the rhythm of every inhale and every exhale. Find your next exhale, navel drawn in toward your spine. And on your inhale, let's sweep the arms high. We're going to gaze toward the thumbs. And exhale, hands down. Big inhale, sweep the arms high. And exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale the right arm high, left arm comes out through the side. On an exhale, tip your body to the side, just opening through the right side of your body. Maybe a little flow, every inhale, pressing up, lifting away, and then every exhale, melting in. One more breath. Inhale, come right up through center. Exhale the arm down. Inhale, left arm lifts, and exhale into that side bend. Again, option to move with your breath, inhaling to lift. Every exhale, easing you back in. One more inhale. And an exhale. And let's inhale, come up through to center. Exhale your arm down. Hands come in front, roll over your shins, coming into your tabletop. On an inhale, let's lift our gaze, tailbone lifts, belly drops toward the mat, chest and heart opening forward. And on an exhale, round, tucking the chin towards your chest, navel to spine, tailbone under. Puff up the space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, let's open. On an exhale, let's tuck the toes, round into your back, navel to spine. Can you lift your knees just an inch or two off of the mat? Dropping the knees, let's inhale, open up. Exhale, again, round into your back, knees lift, off of the mat, just an inch. Push through the arms. Inhale, drop the knees, lift your gaze, belly opens. Exhale, one more time. Navel to spine, lift the knees. From here, let's begin to send the hips up and back, coming into our downward facing dog. Allow your hips to sway, you can pedal through the heels. And then coming back through to center. Let's inhale the right leg high. And on an exhale, step that foot through. Drop your back knee to the mat. Inhale, arms lift. On an exhale, turn your chest towards the right. Arms drop to shoulder height. Feel your core doing the work here. So rather than using momentum, let the muscles, the abdomen engage. Tuck the tailbone under. One more breath here. Next inhale, come up through to center. Exhale, frame your front foot. Curl the back toes under, step back, high plank. On an inhale, let's shift forward, shoulders passing the wrists. Then option to drop the knees and slowly lower down to your chest and belly. Inhale, find your baby cobra, maybe a full cobra if you're feeling okay. And on an exhale, downward facing dog. The next inhale, lift your left leg high. Look towards your hands. Exhale, step that foot through. Drop your back knee to the mat. Inhale, arms reach. On an exhale, twist your body toward the left. Turning into that front leg. Shoulders stay stacked over the hips. Hips stay stacked over that back knee. Last breath cycle. And our next inhale, arms reach up overhead, turn to center. Exhale, frame your front foot. Curl the back toes under, step back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, arms press away from the mat, lifting through the front body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bringing a bend into the knees, look toward your hands, step, hop, or float forward. Inhale, lift flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms high. And exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, bowing over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Elbows over the wrists. Inhale, rising. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. And exhale, step it through. High crescent as we sweep the arms up. And exhale, twisting into that front leg. Again, use your muscles here. Pull the belly in, tuck the tailbone under. Big inhale, arms reach up overhead. And exhale, left arm roots to the mat. Right arm reaching forward. Turn your gaze toward that bicep. Maybe look towards your fingertips. One more full breath. Can you root through that left hand? Take your right hand down to your big toe, lifting your foot up off of the mat. Holding here. This time we'll turn onto the outer edge of our left foot. Extend that right leg back to stack over the left arm toward the ceiling or the sky. Side plank. Exhale, hand comes down to the mat. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high crescent. And exhale, twisting. Reaching back through that right heel. Lunging into your front leg. Shoulders release away from the ears. Let's inhale, arms reach high overhead. And exhale, let that right palm root, left arm, reaches forward as you tip your body down. Take your gaze towards your bicep. Maybe look towards your hand. One more breath. Good. Can we take that left hand down, interlace peace fingers around the big toe. Can you root through that right hand, lift your left foot off of the mat. Always feel free to drop the back knee to the mat. Let's roll onto the outer edge of the foot and extend the left leg back. Left arm toward the ceiling. Exhale, drop that left hand down to the mat. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. Finding the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, bend your knees, step, hop, or float forward. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, melt over the legs. Let's bend the knees dramatically. Belly rests on your thighs. Arms sweep up as we sink down through the hips. Chair pose. Feel the weight moving back into your heels. Arms are strong. Maybe we can reach palms together and look towards the thumbs. Upper arms wrapping in. Exhale, let's fold over the legs. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, sitting into your chair. Inhale, try to reach forward through the crown of your head. And exhale, twist toward the right. Finding our twisted chair, let the spine be long. Crown of the head reaching forward. On an inhale, always feel free to expand the arms. Take your gaze toward that right hand. Next, exhale, palms reconnect. Inhale to center. And exhale, twisting to the left. Palms press into one another, broaden across the collarbones. Inhale, open the arms, gazing toward the left hand. Exhale, bring palms together, and inhale, standing tall. Exhale, hands down. Good. Inhale, find your chair pose. Exhale, diving over the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale to open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. And exhale, step it through to the top of your mat. Grounding your back heel. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, frame your front foot. Inhale, right leg goes all the way up and back. Rolling the hip open, exhale, bend into that knee. If you would like, flip the dog, find wild thing, reaching your heart towards the sky. Maybe that right hand comes to your heart. When you're ready, right hand, reconnect, sweeping that leg up and back. Exhale, step it through. Ground your back heel, windmill, arms open, warrior two. Sink into your lunge. Flip the front palm, exalted warrior. Windmill the hands back down to the inside of that front foot. Rolling onto the back toes, drop your back knee to the mat. Let that front right foot walk off to the side. Turning the toes as much as you can towards the right side, and then rolling onto that outer edge of the ankle. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, open the chest. Maybe you want to take it down to your forearms. Listening to your body, easing in when it's appropriate, when the body needs it. And then we'll bring in that back left thigh. So feel free to lift up onto your left hand. Let the right arm spiral up and back. And always option to stay here, or maybe bending into that back leg, grabbing hold of your foot. Releasing that leg back. Bring your hand down to the mat. Curl the back toes under, lifting your knee off the mat. Right toe, peace fingers around the big toe. Rolling onto the outer ledge, left foot. This time, let's see if we can extend that right foot towards the sky. Maybe the gaze can follow. Keep lifting through the hips, rooting through your left hand. inhale, we'll release that foot, try to keep it high. Right hand to the mat, lifting to your three-leg downward dog. On an exhale, let's drive that knee across toward the left elbow. Letting that leg extend on the outside edge of the foot, meeting the floor. Inhale, left arm can sweep high. When you're ready, left hand drops down to the mat, sliding that right knee back behind the right wrist, dropping down into your single leg pigeon. Keeping lifted, open through the front body, working into that left psoas, a bit of a back bend. Relax the shoulders. And when you're ready, hands root into the mat, curl the back toes under, sweep that right leg up and back. If you'd like scorpion, you can bring the foot towards your head as you come forward for your chaturanga. Exhale, downward dog. Reconnect. Switching sides, we'll lift that left leg up into the air. Look towards your hands, step forward. Ground your back heel, warrior one. Gaze towards the thumbs. Lunge into that front knee, exhale, framing the front foot. Let's inhale, sweep that leg up and back. Roll your hip open, exhale, bending into the knee. Option to stay here, three-leg downward dog. Maybe wild thing, flipping over. Feel free as you reach the chest, the heart open toward the sky. Left hand can come to your heart. Releasing the left arm, bring it back down to the mat. Sweep that left leg high. Look towards your hands, exhale, stepping through. Ground the back heel, windmill arms up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, exalted warrior. Tuck the glutes in, lunge into that front knee. When you're ready, hands come to the inside of that front foot. We turn on the back toes, dropping our back knee to the mat. Walk your left foot off to the side. Turn the toes as much as you can to the left and then roll onto the outer edge of the foot. Listening to this side of the body. Option to lower down to forearms. Maybe you're lifting that back knee off the mat. To the palms, if you are down, root down through that right hand. Sweep the left arm up and back. Option to stay or option to bend that back knee and find the bind. That hand back down to the mat. Lift your back knee off the floor. Root through the right hand, peace fingers wrapping around the left big toe. Start to send that leg up and back. Extending through the leg, take your gaze toward the sky. Tuck the glutes in, lift the hips high. As you lift, you're still rooting through that right hand. You release that foot, let your hand come down to the mat, send the leg up as you find three-leg downward dog. Option for scorpion, foot toward the head as you come forward for your chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feel the length through your spine. Navel drawing in as much or as little movement as your body needs. Bend the knees, look towards your hands. Step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Feet come to the outside of your hands, dropping your hips down for a low squat. Hands to heart center. Hips opening, shoulders dropping, eyes closing. From here we'll come into our bind, so dropping our right shoulder to the inside of our right knee. Opening up the arms, turn both palms the opposite way, and then bend at the elbows, trying to clasp your wrists or your hands, drawing that upper left shoulder back, gazing toward the sky, chin toward that left shoulder. And hands to heart center. Drop that left shoulder to the inside of your knee. Open up through the arms. Turn both palms the opposite way. And wrapping the hands around that knee. Release the hands, come back right through to center. And I realize I forgot one pose, so let's bring the hands down to our mat. Finding your crow and shooting back if you like, or stepping back to your chaturanga. Okay? Shifting your body forward, lifting your feet off the mat. Elbows squeeze in so that they're not splaying to the sides. Pushing away from the floor, feet root. Inhale to rise, and exhale, downward facing dog. Let's sweep that left leg up and back. Drive your left knee behind your left wrist, coming into our single leg pigeon. Again, hands may be rooting, opening the chest forward. All right, let's use this to come into our next pose. So hands will come forward, walk them towards the right side edge of your mat, turning so that your feet stick behind you and into our frog pose. Inner knees along the floor, always add a blanket or fold up the edges of your mat for extra padding. Hands come forward, maybe on the forearms, and releasing down. One more breath. And then pressing up onto the forearms. Let's bring the feet toward one another. Press down through the hands, knees coming toward each other. We'll come down onto the glutes. And working into the core here and back body, we'll first find ourselves lying down on the mat. Connect low back to the floor, belly pulling in, and then extend your legs forward. Pull the toes back towards you to, again, zip up through the front of your body. Arms alongside, gazing towards the feet. We'll start scissoring the legs, one up and one down. Go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then crisscross. So keep going opposite ways, in toward the midline. Keep your breath flowing. And we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the knees in towards your chest. Send the legs toward the ceiling. And lower your feet until they hover over the mat. Let's bring the legs back up. And exhale down. Inhale, lift. And exhale down. Inhale, lift. You can always do one leg at a time if this is too much. Last one. Now leave your feet up towards the sky, hands toward the sky, and start reaching for your toes. Try not to bring your legs closer towards you. Really let the lift be happening through the upper body, abdomen, belly toward the spine. And we'll let arms and legs extend. Exhale and V-sit up. Keep this going. You can always do tuck or just head and shoulders peeling off the mat. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's release down. Give yourself a moment, find a big breath in. And out. One more time. In. And out. Let arms open out toward the side. Knees pull in, and then let them melt toward the right. Maybe you can extend that top left leg, reaching your hand toward your foot. And let's release that foot, knees to center, and exhale them over to the left. Same idea, maybe that top leg wants to extend and you grab hold of the foot with your left hand. Good. Bring that leg back in, both knees to center, rooting your feet into the mat. Let's bring our hands underneath. Your hands can be slightly underneath your low back, your low sacrum. Draw the elbows in, press down through the elbows and forearms. We lift the chest up towards the sky, letting not the top of the head, but imagine if your head was a cube, that outer edge. Come down to the mat. Our fish pose, chest opening, gauging the back body. So you can choose if you'd like to stay like this. You can choose to extend one leg or both. You can choose to remove the hands, reaching palms toward one another, hands toward the ceiling, slightly in front. Breathing here. One more inhale. And a long exhale. Yeah, bring your hands back down to the mat, feet to the floor, tuck your chin in, releasing down. Okay, we'll pull the knees in towards the chest, little rocking side to side, and then let's let each hand guide the knees toward the side for our happy baby. Lifting the feet, hands clasp outer edges of the feet, drawing the knees down toward the floor, plugging shoulder blades onto the mat. Opening through the hips, the hamstrings. Feel free to straighten the legs, get into the inner thighs. And then we'll bring the legs in towards one another. Feel free to roll onto your side and press your way up to a seated position, or rock and roll, come all the way up. Good. From here, we'll come into a cross leg position. If half lotus or full lotus are in your practice, feel free to come into those as well. I'm going to do half today. Let your hands rest on your knees. Sits bones, roots, pelvic bowl is neutral. Close the eyes. Find that rhythm of your breath. Notice if the rhythm begins to change at all. Let's let the right ear drop down towards the right shoulder. The wrong way there. And just sway side to side. Lift the head up. Let's draw the shoulders up towards the ears and back. Rolling them a couple times. Just to make sure we don't really forget about the shoulders and any tension that resides in the upper body. Let's bring the arms out towards the sides and cross. Right arm over top of the left, hands to shoulders. Maybe giving yourself that big hug, trying to draw shoulder blades away from one another. Maybe taking it further to full eagle arms. And then let's open up the arms. Switch directions, left arm over top of the right. Again, hands can either hug, maybe full eagle. Releasing your arms down. Let's widen the legs. Find your hands reaching forward, heart reaching forward. Again, pelvic bowl staying fairly neutral, so keeping the thighs, knees, everything up towards the ceiling, hinging at the hips. Try not to round too much through the low back. And then let's use this pose to come back into our Shavasana. So your legs can come slightly in, hands behind, lower down onto your back. And rest here. Letting your entire body just drop. Every inhale, again, nourishing the body. Every exhale, releasing. Staying for as long as you'd like. I'm about to get poured on here, so I will be off, but hold as long as you want, okay? Thank you, and namaste.